So this little fella here has given me a few headaches, to say the least, while recording this video. It's taken me about 2 months from start to finish, but more on that later. First, let's get on with the unboxing. Now, this was sent to me, but I was happy to receive it because I've wanted to add a decent action camera to my lineup for a while, my channel, my setup. Editor Richard here. You can see just how long it's been since I've actually received this camera because I've done the unboxing downstairs in the kitchen, and I think I've now been upstairs in the bedroom 6-7 weeks getting on for. So yeah, as I say, it's taken about 2 months, but you'll see why in a bit. Now I have opened this, but I have not used it yet. I've left all the little covers on, but I opened it because I wanted to check one thing, and it says on the website that it comes with a magnetic fast release attachment, so you can release it. But it didn't say it came with anything else to actually attach that to. And so I thought I'd check the box, because surely this is flagship action camera. Now, an action camera is not a camera that you're going to stand and hold. You can, but that's not the idea of it. The idea of it is you want to stick it on your helmet on your motorbike or your mountain bike, or you want to stick it on a remote control car and zoom it down the road. You want to, while you're surfing, skiing, whatever, you want to attach it to something, because all you get in the box is the camera itself, which I must admit looks quite nice. We'll have a look at that in a minute. USB-C to USB-C charging cable, and you get a single battery. That is what you get in the box. XTU branded battery. That is it. So unless you've got mounting hardware, you're going to be extremely disappointed if you buy this and expect to immediately go out and use it. Well, you can handheld. You can't use it as intended. I wanted to stick this on a remote control car. I got my remote control car out as soon as I knew this was coming, and I charged it, and I was ready, and I thought as soon as it comes, I'm gonna get some footage of me driving around the garden chasing the dog. Brilliant. So that is really good. Magnetic. It clips in. Okay, so that is your magnetic mount. As you can see it attaches on there like that, and then you just clip it in. That's not coming off. That's really good. That is really good. But they should have included at least one attachment, piece of mounting hardware, that you could actually use this immediately. I might have bought a big one than I needed. I've never really had an action camera like this before. So I thought, I saw this newer one on Amazon. As you can see, it's not been opened yet. Let's have a look at the camera. Well, first, let's do some appealings. There is a one appeal. There is... Son of a... That's wound me up already. There we go. Last but not least... my fingers don't want it. Come on. Got it. So there is the actual camera, which looks decent. Obviously, you've got the front screen, if you're recording yourself. And then you've got the rear screen, which is a touch screen. Power button on top. I'm guessing that's record. On the side here, we have got the charging port, which that always happens with me. Whenever I get these sort of little flaps, I'm so heavy-handed, I pull the whole bloody thing off. There really isn't much to this. Initial impressions, it does look pretty good. It does feel pretty good. So let's get the battery in and then see what this does. In fact, how do you charge the battery? Is it charged in the camera? It is, isn't it? Yeah, because I just opened the... See what I mean about my brain? I just opened the bloody charge port, and now I'm asking how do you charge the battery? Oh, okay. Woke me up. There we go. There is the action camera. Oh my God, look at my 7 chins. Jesus. No SD card. That's another thing. It doesn't come with an SD card, but, that's fine. So you've got your touch screen here. So frame rate 3050, 4K Super View, 4K HDR, 2.7K, 2.7K HDR, 1440p, 1080p, 1080p Super View, 1080p HDR, 720p, and you can change it 30 to 60. Oh, 240, 120. So okay, 1080p, 30, 60, or 120. 4K you can do 30 or 50. Right, there you go. So 4 times digital zoom, raw photo, long exposure, burst photo, timing photo, lapse photo, normal video, lapse video, slow motion, quick stories, underwater, car looping, so you can use it as a dash cam, video and photo, and then night scene. Okay, so it is that one. Do you hold it in? So you hold that button in for a few seconds, it'll beep, that one goes off, and that one comes back on. Okay, so now let's go over why this has taken me so long and the problems that it gave me. To be fair, they were not so much the camera, more user error, but still, this is something that you need to be aware of if you do buy this and you do use this, or any dash cam with a touchscreen. Dash cam? Action cam with a touchscreen. Now this video that I'm about to show you was the result of many hours of work. I had to get up early on my day off. I charged my remote control car, made sure this was charged, packed my bag, got in my van, drove to a location that I thought would be quite good to get a decent amount of footage, but it would be quite quiet. And I was probably out for a few hours at different locations with the drive and everything. So have a look at this footage and see what you think, because I'm pretty proud of it myself. Amazing, absolutely incredible watch. I'm going to get Oscars and whatever other things you get for filming for that video. No, I'm not, because somehow the drive out there, I used this as a dash cam and I got some footage. It was fine. But when I transferred it from in the van to on the car, the RC car, I must have touched the screen and I changed it to time lapse. So when I got home and I saw the sheer size of the files, I thought the first file was reasonably big, but then the other files were tiny. I thought, what the hell? Has it compressed it that much? And then when I played it, I could have cried. I think I said some expletive words that I won't repeat on here. But yeah, I was pissed. Anyway, after that, I basically thought, well, I've wasted half my day off. I've got no footage that I can use. I am not going to rush out again with this camera because I was peed off. I was just thought, no, I'm done. But then I grew up, I pulled my big boy pants up and I thought, no, I've got to get this video done. This one I actually bought from a model shop in the UK. And yeah, this is a cool little car. This will do about 30 miles an hour. So the footage is interesting. I thought it's action. Because I'm not the most action-orientated guy. I mean, come on, look at me. Right, Coop, you can play with that. I know you don't like them. Downside of this camera is it makes it top heavy. This is what you gotta love about but UK roads, little village, so 20 mile an hour, and then you get to the edge of the village, 60. Anyway, for anyone who's interested, we are now going through North Peverton. Yes, North Peverton, lovely little place. Not a lot here, but actually I've never been here. I've been through here, so I don't actually know what is here, but what's not here. They have a great carnival though. Better than ours. Yeah, in 4K it's pretty crisp, it's pretty good. 1080p, not so. I suppose if I was using it as a dash cam, then maybe I'd leave it in 1080p. Also, the good thing about this, you can set it to loop record like a dash cam does. So as soon as the memory card's full up, it won't stop recording. It will just start recording over the earliest files. So you've always got your latest data, your latest videos on there, but your early files will get recorded over. I do like that function. This will record for about 90 minutes, I believe, at 4K. I don't know how long it will record at 1080p. But I have got to say, I've had no issues with the battery life on this whatsoever. I think if you're looking at maybe your first action cam, I don't think you'd be disappointed with this. I mean, I had great fun using it with the remote control car. I've got to stop saying RC car because it sounds like I'm saying RC. You know, like it's an RC car, a car with a big bum. No, it's not that kind of RC car. It's an RC car, remote control car. I had a lot of fun. Now that little remote control car, the yellow one I showed you, can do about 30 mile an hour. This is a little bit heavy to use on that size car, but it did it fine. You know, I bolted it on there and it done okay. The only downside is it did come loose a couple of times because trying to do it up tight, and obviously you flip the car a few times, it bashes the camera, it goes the wrong way, it undoes it a little bit, and then it becomes loose. But that's not the camera's fault, that's me not being able to fix it securely. But I had great fun. When I got home and saw the footage, you know, it actually, yeah, it's pretty good. You forget that something that going reasonably quickly, even if 25 mile an hour over the grass, that low down, it looks pretty fast. I now want to get a bigger, faster remote control car, but anyone out there, any companies would like to send me a remote control car, I'm happy to review them. God, I'd review anything, wouldn't I? Anything. But I just love playing with tech. I'm sorry, I do. I love playing with tech. I'm a big kid at the end of the day. So I now have an action cam to add to my recording setup, and I am pretty pleased with this action camera. I think overall it's decent. I was expecting maybe a little bit more from the visuals at 1080p. It's not bad, but it's not as clear and as sharp as I'd hoped it would be. But what do you think? For the price, bearing in mind this does undercut the big players in this category, does it do an okay job while undercutting those bigger players? Let me know in the comments. I would also appreciate it if you could give this video a like and subscribe if you would like to see more videos like this one. So that does it for this video. Thank you for watching, but I am now off to play with my little RC car. No, I'm not. I'm off to do some editing because this video's got to be released tomorrow. So, yeah, that's my evening planned. Yay! This is fun. This hobby is, oh, God. No, it is actually. The editing sometimes can be a bit of a drag, especially when you've got loads of different bits, but overall, I still love doing this, and I'm so grateful that I can do this because companies send me products. And I do apologise that, again, the delay in getting this out, it's just basically my fault. Like most things in life are. Anyway, that's enough of that. Hope to see you again soon in the next one. But for now, bye-bye.